All right, here we go. So we're gonna do back bends today. We're gonna open up our hearts and hips. We're starting in a reclined supported Shavasana. So if you have blocks, you'll lay on your blocks. One block will go under the back of your head at the highest height. The second block will go to the mid height versus the lowest. This is gonna go right underneath your shoulder blades. You can imagine where, like, your bra strap would be, a bra strap if you're a male, and then place your head back. Those of you who are super flexible and want to go deeper, please go ahead and do so. If you don't have blocks at home today, the other option is to use a bolster or a big giant pillow or couch cushion. And then you also could use a blanket rolled up long ways like this with it under your head. So we are going to get right into opening our hearts. So settle into your mat. Go ahead and lay back. Bringing your arms to your sides, your palms are faced up. So the shoulder heads can begin to open. Your legs can be sprawled out in a Shavasana-like posture, or you could take constructive rest, which would be your feet on the floor and your knees bent. This would be really beneficial for those of you who have lower back discomfort. You might first have your eyes open and notice what's around you in your space in your home. And as you do that, look around and let go. Let go of the things that need to be done there. And instead, turn to gratitude. And be grateful for this shelter that you have. That you have these walls around you. Maybe you're outside for the weather. May we never take for granted our home and our shelter. Letting it be imperfect, perfectly imperfect. As your eyelids soften and you go inward, start to connect with your breath. Taking more intentional inhales and exhales. If you're feeling a little bit anxious today and your mind is racing, bring your awareness to your exhale and take a longer exhale, counting it out for 5, 6, maybe even 7 seconds or more. If you're feeling lethargic, low energy, unmotivated, then bring your awareness to your inhale and really focus on taking longer, slower breaths in, counting out 6, 7, 8, or even more seconds. Yoga Sutra 2.42 says, from contentment there flows the most excellent happiness and delight. Contentment, gratitude is the root of all joy. What else, who else can you be grateful for? Can you let those things, those people come to the forefront of your mind. Really wrap yourself up in gratitude. On this next inhale, breathe in. And as you breathe out, I am content. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, I am joy. Breathe in. Breathe out. I am enough. Breathe in. And breathe out. I am complete. The secret to having it all is knowing that you already do. May today's practice be a practice of gratitude. May you be completely content with your physical body and where you are today. Opening up your hips and your heart, having a really strong back. That will be our theme and our focus for our practice of asana. But as far as your breath goes, really focus on your inhales, again, to energize when you are feeling, again, in your headspace, it's overwhelming and it's hard to focus or stay present, then focus on your exhale. And overall, your heart space, the intention is gratitude. Santosha. So with that in mind, let's take one more big breath in, fill up. And let it go. May your practice bring you comfort, clarity, peace, healing, and ultimately sustained and maximized joy. On your next breath in, reach your arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, bring your arms right back down towards the ground. See if you can find your breath to really match your movement. Taking your time, breathing in. And breathing out. As your arms lift, notice if your ribs are overly puffing and your lower back overly arching. Not necessarily changing it yet, just noticing and observing that tendency for the path of least resistance. On this next one, draw your pubic bone towards your belly button and draw the lower floating ribs towards the tops of your hip bones so that you can feel your core is engaged. And keep that engagement as you inhale and lift your arms up. Keep the engagement and exhale, lower down. For me, my arms won't go as far back, and that's okay. I also feel a deeper stretch. In, and breathing out. Release your arms, relax your core, and roll off to the side, removing the blocks. And And laying right back down onto the ground. Again, feet can remain in constructive rest or legs can be all out in front of you. Taking a moment here and feel that imprint that the blocks or your props encourage for your heart space or your upper body. And see if you can tap into some muscle memory here and remember what that feels like to keep that opening. If your legs are out, start to bend the knees and bring your feet to the ground. Your fingers can barely touch the heels, and your toes are pigeon-toed slightly. Press into your heels and begin to lift your hips up towards the lights. And then exhale, slowly lower down towards the floor. Breathe in, start to lift your hips. Breathe out and begin to lower. Just like that, again, matching your breath and your movement. It's not a race. You have all the time in the world. Breathing in, breathing out. On this next one, inhale, lift, hold it there, take your prop, whether it's a block, bolster, or blanket, and slide it underneath your sacrum so that your hips can rest and be supported. Walk the left foot towards your left hand so that you can actually reach for your ankle. And then from here, take your left knee and start to point it at an angle down towards your right toe. It's a really small little movement here, but you should start to feel a stretch in your left quadricep and even your left hip flexors. If you see my foot here, it's in a dorsiflex position. If you want to intensify this, you could take your toes and come into plantar flexion so that you're almost coming into a variation of hero's pose. See if you can maintain the lengthening of your tailbone towards the back of your knees. This cue always helps me, imagining your pubic bone and pointing it up towards your belly button. As you do that, you're simultaneously drawing the leg across the body and down. It's more of an action and less of a movement. Please honor your body. If it's too much, this is a hyperflexed position. And you can bring your leg back out and hang out in supported bridge. Take one more breath in. And then exhale gently and mindfully release your foot back to center. Before going to the other side, notice the shift in energy from your left leg to the right. Breathing in and out, grab your other foot, walk it in. And again, start to bring it towards the left toe. Right knee towards the left toe. Toes can be tucked under or untucked. Keep drawing your floating ribs towards the tips of your pelvis. You could use your hands to cue you to do that. Keeping prana flowing, stay connected with your breath. Take another inhale in. And then as you exhale, gently, slowly, mindfully release the foot back to center. Take a moment here. And then press into your heels, lift your hips, remove your prop from underneath you, and then slowly lower down. Wiggle your knees side to side. You can windshield wipe, so alternate your knees. And then roll to your left side and come around onto all fours. You could place a blanket under your knees for extra cushion. Shoulders are right above the wrists, and your hands are shoulders width apart. Look at your fingers, spread them, and see if you can bring your middle fingers parallel to each other. Your thumb and your index finger make a J. If your shoulders are feeling extra tight today, you can actually rotate your hands out a little bit. That's okay too. Untuck the toes or tuck them under for more stability. At first, let's move into our cat-cow at your own pace, breathing, lowering the belly, tailbone lifts, heart comes forward, gaze up, and then look inward, chin to chest, tailbone lengthens under, and your back rounds. So I welcome you to move freely here. Rolling the shoulders, rolling the head, shaking your head yes or no, wiggling the hips. Getting the cracks out. Few more rounds here, breathing. And then come to a neutral position. So I'm going to help you get there. The brain only knows contrast, right? So on your next breath in, I want you to do cow pose with your shoulders. So drop the heart forward in between your arms and really kiss the shoulder blades together into retraction. And then do cat pose, really round the shoulders, hollow out your heart for protraction. And then go back and forth with the scapular movement back and forth until you can find a nice neutral position. Keep that position and now bring your awareness to your pelvis. Let's isolate the movement to your pelvis only. So now do cow pose with your pelvis. Stick the tailbone back and up, belly drops, and then do the opposite. Draw the belly in for cat. So now start to move your pelvis, anterior tilt to posterior tilt. And you're doing that while keeping the shoulders in a neutral position. Then see if you can find your in-between of your pelvis. When you find it, you should feel your core nice and active. Keep that there, breathing in. You're in your tabletop. And start to lift your right leg and extend it back. Breathing here. Drawing the belly in, pubic bone towards your nose, tailbone towards your heels. Keep your breath, using your core. One more, and then exhale, bring it right back to center. Do a scapular dip here with your shoulders, find your neutral. Do a cat-cow with your pelvis, find your neutral. Start to slide the left leg back on your inhale and lift. When you have your pelvis in a neutral position, you should feel your hamstrings fire up for this posture. Find your breath. You're actively pressing against the floor. feeling the earth beneath you. Take another breath in, and then exhale, bring it forward. Start to walk your hands forward for your puppy dog, lowering the heart towards the ground. Let go of your neutral shoulders, and you're going to find a more retracted position, kissing the shoulder blades towards each other. Take notice of your pelvis. It's probably more like a cow position, so you're in an anterior tilt. What I want you to do is start to draw the belly button in, pubic bone up towards your belly button, tailbone lengthens. So as you're bringing your heart towards the ground, and you're doing this action with your pelvis into a neutral position, you're gonna feel the upper back awaken. It feels a lot more intense. You're working harder. Couple more breaths. One more. And then exhale, look forward, and start to walk your hands up. Take your blocks and please place them on your mat. We're gonna do a more intense version. If you don't have blocks today, take puppy dog again. Otherwise, you're gonna take your elbows forward. And you can see I'm bringing my knees forward so that I can get set up. So take your elbows, bring them forward. Your triceps are gonna be on your blocks. The blocks are shoulders width apart. Then you can start to walk the knees back. Your hands are in prayer. Start to lower the head in between the blocks. The more you wiggle your knees back, the more intense it's going to be. Instead of letting yourself completely collapse to the ground, I want you to add some resistance here. Again, draw the pubic bone up towards the belly button. Find neutral with your pelvis. So your core is engaged. And surrender the heart space. Not the belly space, but the heart space. How's your breath? Couple more breaths. On your next inhale, look forward first, press through the elbows, scoot the knees in, and come all the way up. Bring your blocks to your sides, bring your arms by your sides, knees together, and come into Balasana, Child's Pose. Breathe. You should already feel the energetic effects of opening up your heart space, waking up the back body. Remember, you can come into Child's Pose as often as you need. Reset your breath. And on your next breath, come all the way back up. Find your tabletop. If ever you get too much pressure on the wrist, you can always create a fist and make fist with the floor. But come back into tabletop. Let's revisit lifting our leg, and we're gonna peel off a layer here. Breathing in, and then exhaling, lifting your leg behind you. Bend the knees so your heel is reaching towards the ceiling. And then start to shift your body weight to your left. And reach the right arm back and grab your foot. And reach for that ankle. You might need a strap to grab onto it. If it's not accessible for you today, you can stay right here and breathe and practice Santosha, right? Contentment. I am enough. I am complete. Whatever my body can do today, I find joy. Breathing in Breathing out. One more. And very gently, mindfully release your foot, release your hand, and come back into your table. Breathing in, and breathe out. Reach the other leg back behind you. Breathing in, bend the knee. And then as you breathe out, you reach for the ankle. And really pay attention to your foundation. Press into the right hand. Press into the right shin. And then let's add some tension here so that we can find some more balance. Press into your hand. Your foot presses into the hand. You're pulling the shin to the wall. How's your breath? Find the layer, the level that works for you in this moment. Letting go of what used to be or what you want to come, but being completely content with where you are now. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly release. Bring your hand down, bring your leg down. Let's tuck your toes under. Hover the knees an inch off of the ground. Draw the belly in so you can see it feels more like a cat pose. And extend your left leg back and extend the right leg back. You're in a high plank. Push forward onto your tippy toes, inhale, modify to your knees or do a full version. Lower down Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows to ribs. Come all the way to the floor, flip the toes back. Replace your hands with your elbows. So bring your elbows down by your chest and your hands out in front of you. Your hands are parallel to each other, that same placement of tabletop. Let your head hang here and roll your head side to side. Begin to root into your hands, your forearm, your elbows. Press into the ground, into your mat, and draw the shoulders back, kissing them towards each other. Pull through the back of the head and lengthen your neck, reaching through the crown as you gaze forward. You're in Sphinx pose. Breathing, letting the body slowly work itself into this open heart position. How's your breath? Really protect your cervical spine, so protect your lower, the upper part of your neck by using the engagement of your back and your neck muscles here. So we want to avoid just dropping the head back and looking up. But really keep pulling through the back of the head and the crown. One more breath in. As you exhale, start to reach your hands forward out in front of you for Superman. And your head, your forehead can be on the ground. So you might have to move your stuff. Your hands are reaching out in front of you. Slide your hands in as you lift up through the back, and then exhale, bring the arms forward. Your face is hovering over the ground, and you're just staring out in front of you as you move up and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Please take note of your lower back. Continue to draw that pubic bone forward towards the belly button so that the lower back is lengthening. Couple more. One more. And this time hold, so you're lifted. Pubic bone in towards the ground, tailbone back towards your heels. Really zip the thighs towards each other. Breathe in. On your next breath, you're going to take your hands and bring them right by where your chest your elbows were earlier, and press up into a higher cobra. Your back is prepared for it. You might even do up dog. Your lower back is nice and lengthened. Heart is open. Check your alignment. Wrist, elbows, shoulders are lined up. Shoulder heads rolling back. Heart's drawing forward. So you're working your upper back, not the lower back. Breathe here. If you want a little bit more, press into your hands, press into the tops of the feet, and lift the thighs for your full up dog. Take another breath in, and exhale, lower right down to the floor. Tuck your toes under. Push back through a modified plank. Lift the knees and come into your first down dog. Walk it out, pedal out. Wiggle side to side. Shake your head, nod your head. Checking your alignment, your hands are shoulders width. Fingers are spread evenly. Your feet are hips width. Heels behind the second toe. Soft bend in the knees as you press the thighs back. Lift the sit bones high to the sky, pushing into your hands. Take a big breath in and a bigger breath out. Tiptoe and walk towards the front of the mat, however you want to get there. When you bring your feet towards the top, keep the knees bent and let yourself hang into ragdoll. Again, moving how you'd like. Bigger movements, smaller movements, as long as you're pressing into your feet and keeping a soft or even generous bend in the knees. On your next inhale, take a halfway lift. Hands are on the ground, shins are on your blocks. I'm going to use blocks today. Again, reaching through the crown of your head. Slight tuck of the chin. Use the back body here. And start to bring your arms to a T. So you're using your core. You're hovering. Breathe here. Start to reach your arms forward, pinkies scoop in. Notice the tendency for the lower back to arch, keep drawing the belly in. Shift your weight a little bit more forward towards your toes. Breath in, and then exhale, roll over, Uttanasana fold. Inhale, reach it out and up. Reach high to the sky as your tailbone goes towards the floor. And exhale your hands to heart space here. Samasthiti, steady standing. Take a moment and just stand. Just be in your mountain pose. Find your breath. Surya Namaskar, a big inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, take a dive, hinge at your hip crease, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or blocks. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, let's step back with the right, then the left. Breathe in, come forward onto your tippy toes, perhaps you lower the knees, lower down Chaturanga Dandasana. Flip the toes back. Baby cobra, high cobra, or full up dog, you choose. On your exhale, roll the toes under and press into your down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step with the right and then the left. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. Fold back down as you breathe out. Inhale, reach it out and up. And exhale, hands to heart. Again, sun A, breathe in, breathe out and dive. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, plant your hands, step back with the left leg first, then the right. Inhale, plank, modified or full. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra high or full up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes under, down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step with the left, then the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Full back down. Breathe in all the way up. And exhale, steady standing. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, half. Breathe out, plant your hands, step, or maybe this time you hop back into your chaturanga. Big inhales, you come into your heart opener, your back bend of your choice. Exhale, Adho Mukha, down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. On your exhale, step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. Full forward as you breathe out. Breathe in as you rise up. Breathe out as your hands come to heart. Surya Namaskar C. We're going to do the classical version here. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, take a dive. Planting your hands on the mat or your block. Step your right leg back. Lowering the knee. Inhale. Keep your fingers on the ground. Draw the heart space open. Exhale, step your left leg back. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. You're going to lower the chest and chin. Inhale into your cobra or up dog. Exhale, roll the toes under, down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, bring it all the way through between your hands. Lower the left knee down. You rise onto your fingertips, drawing the heart space forward. Lift the back knee and exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise straight up. Exhale, hands to heart. If you want to add a little baby back bend, you're going to protect the lower back and just open up the chest space. So inhale, bring the arms up, open up your heart, tailbone lengthens down. Exhale, take a dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step your left leg back. Fingers stay on the ground, lowering the knee. Breathe in. Breathe out as you step back, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring it through. Lower the knee, inhale, low lunge. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, rise all the way up. You can open up your heart, protecting your back. Belly in, and exhale, hands to heart. Sun C again. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, take a dive. Inhale, right leg back, low lunge. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale into your down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, low lunge, fingers stay down. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, other side, breathe in. Breathe out and dive. Left leg back, breathe in, low lunge. Breathe out, lower down. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bring it through. Lower the knee. Breathing in, breathe out, step to the top. Breathe in, rise all the way up. Breathe out, hands to heart center. Let's keep the pace. Sun B. Inhale, sit into your chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, take a dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step walker, hop it back. Go through your vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. If you need to skip, please meet us in down dog. That's okay. Breathe. Right leg, inhale high, mindfully lifting it, toes face down. Exhale, bring it through to the outside of your right pinky. Lower the left heel down at a 45. Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back. Keep exhaling all the way down through your chaturanga. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, press back to your down dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, bring it to the outside of your pinky. Spin the right down foot, right toes match the right top corner. Breathe in, warrior 1. Right hip is squaring forward. Exhale, plant it down. Keep exhaling all the way through. Inhale up. Exhale, push back. So here's your first break. You get 5 deep breaths. Down dog might be your resting pose. Maybe you choose to go to child's pose. I am complete. I am enough. I am content. I am joy. Breathe. If you're in child's pose, please meet us in down dog. We'll bring our toes together, look forward, bend the knees, sit back, breathe in, and then as you exhale, step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift. Fold down, exhale. Sit back into chair, breathe in. And then rise up. Arms to your sides or heart center. Mountain pose. Again, Surya Namaskar B. Inhale to chair. Exhale, fold to Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, Chaturanga. Or meet in down dog, your choice. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, right leg high. Exhale, bring it to the outside of your pinky or in between your hands towards the thumb. A little bit more intense hip opener. Warrior 1 again. Just a more narrow stance. Exhale takes you right back down. Go through your vinyasa. Breathe in, left leg up. Breathe out, bring it through. You choose your placement. Spin the heel down. Breathe in, warrior 1. Breathe out, chaturanga. Breathe in, big heart opener. Breathe out, down dog. 5 breaths. Stay here. If you went to child's pose, meet in down dog. Let's bend the knees, look forward, and exhale, step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. Take a half lift, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Inhale to chair. And exhale, stand all the way up, reach, and hands to your side or heart center. Before making any adjustments, stand and be here. Stay right here. Can you be completely content? Santosha. I have an urge to fix my pants, my hair, grab a sip of water. I'm gonna be right here. Completely observe the breath and the body, your head space, your heart space, without judgment, and instead with complete gratitude. And exhale, release, shake it out, wiggle it out, do the yogi cha-cha, grab a sip of water, woohoo! Thumbs up if you feel heated, feel warm, nice. I definitely do. All right, so let's keep it going. We've already gotten through our opening and our warm up, and now we're gonna go through our standing series. From Tadasana Mountain Pose, the top of your mat. And please have props that you need. So if you need a wall or a chair, your blocks, have them nearby. Take your hands and bring them to your waist. So up here, right above the tops of your pelvis. And bring your feet hips width apart and have some stability here. Start to bring your weight to your left foot so the right foot hovers, a little bit of balance. And start to shift your weight forward and take your right leg back. Step back. So you're in this higher lunge here. Start to bend the knee, the right knee, until it comes down onto your blanket or to the floor. The left knee is right over the ankle. Your left knee is in line with your left hip and your second toe. And shoulders are right over the hips. Your back toes can stay tucked under like mine for more stability, or you can untuck them. Breathe in, sweep your arms forward and up into your Anjaneyasana low lunge. As you exhale, cactus your arms open, yep, just like so. So wider stance if you need more stability. Breathe in here. Let's bring our awareness back to that practice that we did in tabletop. So pay attention to what your pelvis is doing and start to stick your booty out and your tailbone out, and then start to overly tuck it under and go back and forth here until you feel like you've found a neutral position that helps you to tap into your core. And you should also feel that stretch along the quad and the hip flexors when you do that. Keeping that, now let's do it with our arms. Kiss the shoulder blades and then hollow out. Back and forth until you find your neutral position. From that neutral, start to tip the elbows up, palms back, so that you're opening your heart space while awakening the back body, protecting the lower back. Breathe in here and start to stretch through the arms. Your palms face in. Breathe. Inhale, slowly come right back up. And exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Lift your back knee and step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and reach it all the way up. Arms to your sides. Take a moment here and feel the difference with the right leg and the left. And let's do the other side. Bring your hands to your waist. Shift your weight to the right foot. Left foot hovers. And with control, you step your left leg back, being mindful of your blanket. And again, find some more support with a wider stance. For more of a challenge, a more narrow stance. You choose. What's the appropriate practice for you? Start to lower and bend the left knee until it comes onto your blanket or folded mat. Find your alignment here. Vertical shin, knee and second or middle toe, hip. And then sweep your arms forward, breathing in here. Exhale, cactus. Stay right here and let's again play with the contrast of the movement in your pelvis until you find a nice, neutral, and supported position. And then let's do it with the upper body. Good. Once you find it, begin to tip the elbows up, palms up, look up. Breathing here. So the lower back is completely supported here. You're literally opening up from the upper body, just the heart space. Maybe you reach the elbows back towards the wall. Palms face each other. Another inhale. Exhale, lift up, and arms to your sides. Lift the back knee, breathe in, and exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart or by your sides. Now they feel a little bit more even. Definitely opening up. Hands back to your waist. Shift your weight to the left. I'm going to actually move my blanket to the side because we're not using that cushion anymore. Start to hover the right foot and take a step back. So we're going to stay in a high lunge this time. If you'd like to modify, bring your knee to the ground and use your prop. Let's lower into your lunge so that knee is right above the ankle again, tracking everything. Bend your right knee so that it hovers right off of the ground so that you can get this low. Staying here, start to press the thigh back without coming up. So stay low and then start to stretch the thigh back. Ooh, you could feel that deep opening here. Inhale, reach the arms up. This time, we're gonna do exalted warrior variation. Take the left arm and bring it back to your left hip, like you're putting your left hand in your back pocket, and hug the elbow in behind you. So I shouldn't be able to see your elbow. It should be tucking back. There you go. And then reach the right arm up towards the ceiling and back. Breathe. Feel the heat. Couple more breaths. Stay low. One more breath in. Exhale, your hand lifts. Breathe in again. And hands to the ground. Woo! Pivot and step to the top of your mat. Half lift as you breathe in. Fold forward as you breathe out. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, arms to your sides. Take a breather here. Reset. Observe each side. And let's do the left, hands to waist. Exhale back. Find your appropriate stance. Line it up. And let's all together hover the left knee right over the ground. Stay this low. and start to press through the back thigh. Inhale, arms come forward and up. Exhale, your hand, right hand goes into your back pocket, your imaginary pocket, and tuck in the elbow. Tuck it in, shoulder head rolls back. So I like to think of the hand as a cue and a reminder to draw the belly in, pubic bone up towards the nose. Start to gaze up, reach the arm up, reach it back. Couple more breaths. Get a little deeper. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant them down and step to the top of your mat. Half lift, full exhale, and inhale, rise all the way up. Arms through heart center or by your sides. Take a breath here. All right, one more standing posture, both sides. Hands to waist. Step your right foot back. Find warrior one. So wider stance, train tracks for more support. Right toes are at that 45. Lunge forward so the knee is right over the ankle. Check out the knee, make sure it's covering the toes. You should only see the big toe. And your action of drawing the right hip forward. Inhale your arms forward and up. Warrior one. As you're reaching your arms up, you're opening the chest. At the same time, you're knitting the ribs together, shortening that distance in your belly space between your pelvis and your ribs. Then from here, take your hands and put them behind your head. Start to kiss the shoulder blades, pulling the elbows back. Resting your head into your hands, but pushing your hands against your head. Feel that deep opening and that awakening of your upper back here. So this posture, there's not a lot of movement going on, but there's lots of action from the ground up. Make it feel challenging. Feel heat. Stay with your breath. Inhale, lift up, arms up, and exhale, hands down. Pivot and step. Breathe in and breathe out, fold. Breathe in, rise. Breathe out, mountain. One moment. And left side, hands to waist, step your left leg back. The more giant you step back, the more difficult it is. It's okay to have a shorter stance. You choose. Okay, set yourself up. Find your warrior one. With your hands on your waist before your arms come up, find your neutral position with your pelvis as best as you can, and then sweep the arms up, maintaining that position. Inhale, exhale. Interlace the fingers the awkward way. Place your hand behind your head. Kiss the elbows and shoulders towards each other. Open up. You're actively pressing your head into your hands, pushing your hands into your head. A little deeper. Inhale up, arms up, and exhale your hands down. Pivot and step to the top. Halfway lift as you breathe, and fold forward as you breathe out. This time, let's stay right here. Instead of coming up, stay in this nice fold. Take your hands, you have a ring, you might flip it around. Bend your knees a lot and step on top of your hands. Massage your wrist, your thumb pad here, the base of it. This might be enough. If you want more, start to straighten your legs. And as you do that, really bend your elbows and pull the other way. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Halfway lift. And then fold back down. This time, peace fingers grab your big toes. Thumbs wrap around. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, pull your elbows to the sides, pulling the crown of the head to the ground. Lifting up through the sit bones. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, crouch and curl. Come onto the balls of your feet. You might hug your shins. Breathe in, and then breathe out, lower down. Wow. Scoot your booty back and find your Dandasana pose. Remove the flesh from underneath you so that you can feel your sit bones on the actual mat. Flesh is on the side, sit bones below. All right. Finding Dandasana pose. Shoulders are lined up right over the hips. Draw the toes in. Hands are by your sides. Press into the mat. Shoulder heads roll back towards each other. Draw the pubic bone up towards your belly button so you can feel your core engage. Stay with your breath. Really press into your hands as if you wanted to lift your butt off of the ground. You don't have to actually do it, but imagine pushing your hands in so you feel that your arms are working. The action is there. Press into the hands. Breathe in, and then exhale, let go, and release. Now do the same thing with your legs. I want you to push your heels into the mat. Feel that energy draw through the legs and even into your core when you do that. Push the heels down. Breathing, and then let it go. Okay, so now we're going to come into our Purvottanasana. We're going to come into 3 variations. So bend the knees and bring the top or the bottoms of your feet to the ground. Keep them there. Walk your hands back about half a foot. Fingertips will go face out for the first one. So face them back behind you. It's going to be the most accessible for your shoulders. Press into your heels and lift your hips up into a modified Purvottanasana or reverse table. You can look forward or you can look up. Can you add the action that we just did? Press into your heels and press into your hands. Breathe. One more. And exhale with control. Lower the booty down. Reach out through the legs and arms by your sides. Find a more yield-like position. Wiggling it out. Cool. Set number 2. Option to do what we just did, or if you'd like to challenge yourself, do this next version, okay? So, keeping the legs in extension this time, draw the toes in. Keep them in dorsiflex position. Take your hands and place them behind you again. Fingers out, or this time, bring your fingers to the sides of your mat. So towards the sides. Ready? Breathe in, press through the heels, press through your hands, and begin to lift. Look forward or look up. Remember when we were doing Warrior One and your hands were behind your head? Pretend you had another set of hands right now and that those hands are right behind your head. Push your head into those hands. Push those imaginary hands into your head. Feel that stretch in your neck, in the front of the neck as the back of the neck is working. One more big breath in. Lift your hips by pressing through the heels and hands. And exhale. Lower down. Woo. And sit here for a moment. Not collapsing completely, not propping, but finding a nice in-between. All right, last time. Option, knees bent, or knees straight, toes in, or this time you might go plantar flexion and you're gonna try to get the toes and the balls of the feet onto the mat. Hands, option fingers back, fingers to the side, or this time fingers in. Line it up, find your variation, being completely content with what you choose, okay? On your next breath, before lifting your booty, I want you to press into your feet, press into your hands, and now lift yourself up. Find your full expression. I am content. I am enough. I am complete. Breathe. Work hard. Feel the heat. One more round. And lower down. Ooh. Bring it back to your staff pose. Settle in for a moment. So BKS Iyengar says, we don't judge our back bends by our actual back bends, but by our posture and our ability to sit and to stand. So right now, that back bend would be benefiting us by making this feel really easy. Yeah? Take a breath in.
Michelle, will you review, sorry to interrupt, will you review those poses? I completely lost connection, so I didn't really see any of those.
Yeah, we'll do it after.
Okay.
Yeah. We will definitely break it all down. Okay, so let's move on. You're gonna cross your legs. Whew, and come onto all fours. Come down onto your belly. And let's come back into your Sphinx pose. Don't worry, cool down's coming, I promise. Okay, bring your forearms forward. Back to Sphinx. See if you can find that sensation of a neutral pelvis and an open heart space here. So you can play with like lengthening the tailbone. When I do that, it does not feel good in my lower back. I mean, when I stick my tailbone up, when I lengthen my tailbone, that feels really nice and spacious in my lower back. That's what you want to feel. You can also feel your core engaged. Draw the heart forward. So let's revisit the action that we want to do in our neck. Drop your chin to your chest. Imagine the extra set of hands behind your head. Push your head back into those imaginary hands. As you keep doing that, draw the crown of the head forward and look forward and up. This is the action that we want to do as we come into these postures. Another breath in. And then exhale, lower down, and bring your arms to your sides, looking over to the right. In between sets, you can windshield wipe your legs. So just like we did before, I'm going to take you through different levels. You find the variation that is accessible for you. Bring your chin to the ground. Keep your arms on the ground. And start to lift the back of the head up towards the ceiling as your face looks towards your mat. Back of the head up. Pubic bone into the mat. You're in a half salabhasana locust pose. You're pressing through the tops of the feet, zipping the thighs. Breathing in. And then exhale, come down and look the other way. You can windshield wipe the legs. You can simply shift and shimmy the hips side to side. Or you can find stillness and let the body rebound naturally. Set number 2. Bring your chin to the ground. Let's zip the legs together again, pressing through the tops of the feet. Start to pull through the back of the head. This time, kiss the shoulder blades towards each other, roll the shoulder heads back, and hover the arms up, pressing the palms towards each other. How's your breath? One more. And lower down, look the other way. All right, last set here, chin back to center. Zip the thighs, point through the toes. This time, I want you to lift your legs off of the ground. Again, take the variation that's accessible for you. This will be the full expression. Legs are up, kissing them towards each other. Pull through the back of the head, kiss the shoulder blades, hover the arms, and you're in your full salabhasana. Again, my lower back is spacious. My upper back is awakened and working. My front body is stretching. You're using the power in your legs. Breathe. One more. And exhale, lower down, look the other way. You're gonna feel so energized and awake after this. Bring your arms forward, please, back into your Sphinx pose. We're gonna first do half Dhanurasana. So from here, shift your weight to the left forearm, just a tad, not too much, and keep space in between the left shoulder and your left ear. So press down through the left elbow and the left hand. Bend your right knee and reach your hand back and grab onto your inner ankle. Pull your shin back so your foot is pressing into your fingertips in your hand. So this action is actually lifting me more so than pressing into my left arm or using my upper back. My legs are powering me and lifting me up. Again, pubic bone into the ground. Breathe here. One more. And exhale with control. Gently release back to your Sphinx pose. Take a moment. And now shift your body weight to the right, just enough so that you still feel centered. Bend the left knee and reach back with your left hand, grabbing your ankle. If this isn't happening for you, you can simply keep your knee bent and reach your hand back. That's okay too. Put all the actions together. Pull through the back of the head, kiss the shoulder blades, stabilize the pelvis, root into the ground, root into your hand with your foot. Your whole body is active and working. One more big breath in and exhale, release. All the way down, arms to your sides, look to the side. Okay, we've worked ourselves and opened up and strengthened to get to this peak pose. Option to do half Dhanurasana, what we just did. Option to also do Salabhasana, lifting here. Otherwise, chin to the ground, bend the knees, and reach back and grab your outer ankles with your thumbs down and your pinkies up. Zip the thighs together first. Pull through the back of the head. Push your legs towards the back of your mat, and that's what's going to lift you. Keep pressing the pubic bone down. Breathe. You might use your breath. The breath will lift you up a little bit. You'll use your inhale to lift. As you exhale, you kind of lower. One more. And slowly let go. Woo. Let's go side to side. All right, last set here. I'm going to give you another arm variation. You can grab the back of or outside of your ankles, or from here, turn your thumbs up. That way the elbow heads are towards the ribs, and you can grab the inside of your ankles. So this is another variation. It's a little bit more for the chest to open. When you're ready, zip the thighs, pull through the back of your head, press into your shins, pubic bone down, kissing the shoulder blades. Breathe. Remember, you can take whatever option is suitable for you. I am content. I am enough. I am complete. Breathe. One more. And exhale, release. Whew. Windshield wipe. Side to side. One of my favorite poses is next. The counter pose, and really will be comforting for the lower back. Bring your arms forward. We've made it, guys. Cool down. Use your arms as a pillow and crawl the right knee up for prone tree pose. Really feel your heartbeat right now. Notice the energy. These back bends really open us up. We don't need to stay totally open. You can start to tune in and draw in. Be open to anything that you're feeling. Letting it be as is, not needing to know why you're feeling this way. Can you let go? keeping your leg where it is, bring your arms forward in front of you, back to that Superman-like position. And take the left arm and bring it underneath the right. So you're threading it through. Then bring your right arm up to the sky and start to open up for a nice twist. If you have a prop, you can totally put it underneath the right knee, keeping the hips square to the side as you hover the shoulder. And let go of your controlled breath and breathe naturally here. Breathe in and exhale. Your right arm comes back around. Slide whatever prop you used away and come on to your belly. Bring the other forearm on top and crawling the left knee up for your prone tree on the other side. Slowly bring your arms in front of you. This time, take the right arm underneath the left. Follow the left arm open. Maybe you put a prop under the left thigh. Finding a twist. If you haven't already, you might close your eyes. Take a breath. Then exhale, come back around. Push back from the belly onto your knees. So you're in child's pose with your legs together and your arms by your sides. Reach your hands and grab onto your heels. Take your forehead and bring it as close as you can to your knees. Your head stays on the ground. Without moving that part of your body, start to lift your hips up for rabbit pose. I tend to get a cramp every time under my right rib when I do this. So I'm going to choose child's pose instead, but you can stay in a rabbit pose for about 3 more breaths. Take 1 more breath and exhale, let go. Roll yourself up. Bring the legs out in front of you and find your Shavasana. Utilizing any props. So we've opened your hips and your heart. So it might actually feel really nice to simply use a blanket under your head and lay completely out. But if you want to use any prop, maybe more heart opener, you can lay on a bolster. You could put a bolster under your legs. You could do whatever feels nice. You might even lay on your belly. Take a nice big breath in. And an audible exhale out. I am complete. I am enough. I am content. I am joy. Be still. Let go. Without moving your body, bring your awareness to this present moment. Hearing the sounds in your space. Hearing the sound of your breath. Without moving your fingers or toes yet, bring your awareness to the fingers and toes in their current state as is. The whole body. And then start to add some movement. Gentle and slow. Stretching out. Breathing in. And then exhale. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll over to your side in a fetal position, using your lower arm as a pillow. Place your upper arm right in front of your chest and push away from the floor as you start to lift up, letting the head be the last thing to roll up, finding a nice, comfortable seat. Easy pose, whatever that means to you. Taking a hand to your belly and a hand to your heart space, your chest. Finding your breath one more time. In the forefront of your mind, gratitude, contentment, completion, enough. Big breath in and exhale out. The light in me honors and sees the light in each of you. Namaste. Yay. Hopefully you feel rejuvenated and open.